The late 1980s marked a new era for New York City, a city alive with art, culture, and change. At its heart was John Lennon, no longer just a Beatle, but a father, husband, and peace activist. After years away, he returned to music with Double Fantasy, a collaboration with Yoko Ono, a love letter to their life. Lennon embraced New York, walking Central Park, greeting neighbors, and connecting with fans outside the Dakota. He was open, accessible, and content, his music reflecting newfound peace and joy. Songs like Just Like Starting Over captured his happiness and hope. But New York was a city of contrasts, hope and despair, inspiration and chaos. It drew dreamers and lost souls alike. On a cold December day, this city would become the stage for a tragedy. The world was about to change forever on the sidewalks of Manhattan. Lennon's renaissance was about to meet its darkest hour. The city's vibrant energy would soon be shattered. A story of light and darkness was about to unfold, and nothing would ever be the same. John Lennon, global icon, and Yoko Ono, avant-garde artist, were inseparable, using their fame to promote peace. Their partnership was a beacon of hope. Meanwhile, in Hawaii, Mark David Chapman's admiration for Lennon had twisted into obsession. Chapman, lost and angry, saw Lennon as a hypocrite, preaching peace while living in luxury. He clung to the Catcher in the Rye, identifying with its alienated protagonist, and convinced himself Lennon was the ultimate phony. Chapman's mind spiraled. He believed killing Lennon would give his own life meaning. He traveled to New York carrying a gun and his copy of the novel. As John and Yoko lived their lives, Chapman moved through the city's shadows. Two worlds, one of hope, one of darkness, were on a collision course. The vibrant world of Lennon was about to meet Chapman's desolation. The stage was set for a tragic encounter. Fame and obsession were about to intersect. The city's energy masked a growing threat. Lennon's openness would soon have devastating consequences. The countdown to tragedy had begun. December 8, 1980, began like any other for John and Yoko. Photo shoots, interviews, and creative energy. Lennon was optimistic, looking forward to the future. Across the street from the Dakota, Chapman waited, blending in with fans, holding a Double Fantasy album. Late afternoon, John and Yoko left for the studio. Chapman approached, quietly asking for an autograph. John signed the album, kind as ever, unaware of Chapman's intentions. The moment was captured in a photograph, a peaceful exchange, masking a deadly plan. John and Yoko drove away. Chapman stayed, torn between leaving and fulfilling his dark mission. He decided to wait for Lennon's return. The final act was set in motion. The city's ordinary rhythm hid extraordinary danger. Lennon's kindness was met with silent malice. Chapman's resolve hardened in the cold. The hours ticked by, fate closing in. The tragedy was now inevitable. Night was falling on New York. That night, John and Yoko returned home after a long studio session. Their limousine stopped at the Dakota. Yoko stepped out first, John followed, carrying tapes. Chapman emerged from the shadows, called out, "Mr. Lennon," and fired 5 shots. 4 bullets struck John. He staggered to the doorman's area, collapsing as his tapes scattered. Chaos erupted. Yoko cradled John. The doorman disarmed Chapman, who calmly began reading The Catcher in the Rye. Police arrived within minutes, finding John bleeding, Yoko screaming, and Chapman waiting. Officers rushed John to Roosevelt Hospital in their patrol car. In the back seat, an officer tried to keep John conscious. John could only nod and moan, his final response. The voice of a generation was fading. The city's lights seemed dimmer. The world was about to learn of an unimaginable loss. Lennon's final moments were marked by chaos and heartbreak. Chapman's mission was complete. The music had fallen silent. At Roosevelt Hospital, doctors fought to save John Lennon, but his injuries were too severe. At 11:07 p.m., he was pronounced dead. News broke during a live football game, shocking the world. Crowds gathered outside the Dakota, singing Lennon's songs in a spontaneous vigil. He was more than a musician. He was a symbol of hope. Chapman was arrested without resistance, explaining he wanted fame and saw Lennon as a phony. He pleaded guilty and remains in prison to this day. Lennon's death marked the end of an era, a loss of innocence, for many. The world felt colder, but his legacy endures. His music and message of peace continue to inspire. Though his life ended in tragedy, Lennon's melody lingers on. The dream of peace lives in his songs. The silence he left behind can never be filled, but his call to imagine a better world remains timeless.